Welcome to Afterlife Conversations, where we explore the profound connections between our world and the next. I'm Johnny Bruce, your guide on this journey of discovery, healing, and understanding. Each week, we delve into the stories behind my guided meditations, revealing the messages from those who have crossed over and the wisdom they share with us. In today's episode, we are focusing on the fascinating topic of intuition. During a recent reading, a gentleman wanted to connect with his family members on the other side. His grandmother came through with a message for him relating to our topic today. However, before I tell you more about the message, let's dive into intuition. This is a phenomenon described in various ways, from a sudden gut feeling to a profound insight. We will explore intuition through the lenses of spirituality and science, examining their points of convergence and divergence. Let's begin with spirituality. From a spiritual standpoint, intuition is often understood as an inner source of wisdom and guidance. We often use intuition to navigate life's crucial decisions. This perspective resonates with many popular spiritual teachings and philosophical traditions. For example, works by authors like Eckhart Tolle often emphasize the importance of inner presence and accessing a deeper intelligence beyond the thinking mind. He is quoted as saying that it is different from something that arises from the conditioning of your mind. Let me repeat that. Accessing a deeper intelligence beyond the thinking mind. He is quoted as saying that it is different from something that arises from conditioning. Similarly, in some Eastern philosophies, intuition is linked to the development of inner awareness through practices like meditation. Ralph Waldo Emerson called it that gleam of light which flashes across his mind from within. In psychic mediumship, intuition can come from the strong connections you have with loved ones and guides and spirit. For me, it's a voice that appears to be coming from somewhere other than my own mind. Like Emerson, it is the flash of an idea that enters my mind and is not my imagination. It takes practice, but eventually you know the difference. Now let's shift to the scientific viewpoint. There it describes intuition as typically examined within cognitive psychology as a rapid, non-conscious cognitive process. It is described in the book Thinking Fast and Slow. Rather than a mystical guide, science seeks to explain intuition through the workings of the brain. It's often described as the brain's ability to quickly process information based on prior experiences, recognize patterns, and learned associations, operating outside of conscious awareness. Concepts such as heuristics, which are mental shortcuts the brain uses to make quick decisions, and pattern recognition, are key in understanding the science perspective on intuition, as referenced by Gerard Gegenense in his book Gut Feelings, The Intelligence of the Unconscious. For instance, an experienced doctor might have an intuitive sense of a patient's condition based on subtle cues they've learned to recognize over the years of practice, without consciously listing all of the symptoms and their implications. This aligns with the idea that the brain can process vast amounts of information implicitly, leading to what feels like a gut feeling or sudden insight. Research in neuroscience also explores the neural correlations of intuition, looking at brain regions involved in these rapid, non-conscious processes. I'm not here to disagree with what the brain is capable of doing, but keep in mind what both Eckhart Tolle and Ralph Waldo Emerson describe as something that is beyond, it's outside of the brain. There are potential areas where these two perspectives might find some common ground. Both acknowledge a form of knowing that transcends purely rational, step-by-step reasoning. The spiritual view emphasizes feeling and inner resonance, while the scientific view describes rapid, non-conscious processing. Both can also agree that these intuitive insights can sometimes lead to effective decisions, even if their underlying explanations differ. However, the fundamental disagreements are significant. The spiritual perspective often attributes intuition to a source beyond the individual's physical brain and personal history, which I was describing earlier, which is perhaps a connection to a universal consciousness of inner self. In contrast, the scientific perspective seeks to understand intuition as a product of the brain's evolved cognitive mechanisms and accumulated experiences. For science, intuition is a natural outcome of how the brain learns and processes information, while spirituality may see it as a connection to something more profound. Now, let's return to my client's reading and the message from his grandmother. She told him that he was at a fork in the road. He was struggling with a decision as to which path to take. In checking in with him, he agreed with her assessment and shared with me that he wanted to know what road he should take. Connecting back with her, she indicated that one path was worn and the other less so. She indicated that he should take the path less worn, meaning to try something new and not stay on the path he was presently walking. But he desperately wanted to know what was on the less worn path. She indicated that he already knew. She told him, and I quote, "You must use your intuition to know what is your life's path and where you are going next." She said that she would help him. When he thought about what the path can be, she would help him know because she told him, and I quote again, "It will resonate more deeply within you." So let's enter into that space, the space of intuition. It's time for our guided meditation. Let's begin this guided meditation by finding a comfortable and relaxed position. You can choose to sit in a chair with your feet flat on the ground and your back supported, or you may lie down. Once you are comfortable, gently close your eyes and take a few deep, cleansing breaths. Breathe in deeply, filling your lungs and your belly. Hold your breath for a moment as you become aware of any tension in your body. As you exhale slowly, release that tension out with your breath. Take another deep breath in, holding, and as you exhale, imagine any remaining tension flowing out of your body with the air. We will take one last cleansing breath in, hold, and then release completely. Now, with your eyes closed, imagine yourself floating into the vast darkness of the universe. Let your body go completely limp as you fully trust the universe to hold you in space. As you float, you look around. You see the many tiny lights around you. They pulse like stars in the distance. These pulsing stars represent the energy of others past and present. The pulsing energy represents all of the thoughts and manifestations taking place for others just like you. You know you are connected to all others in the universe. You feel a sense that you know many of them. You know they will come when you call them to help you along your path during your lifetime. With this knowing, you find yourself floating down to the ground. You begin to see vast countryside with grass, trees, and a bright blue sky. You look down at your feet and see a dirt path. You begin walking down the path. Feel your feet on the ground beneath you. Notice the surroundings, perhaps the feel of the air on your skin, the sounds around you, the rustle of grass from the wind or the birds in the trees. What are the smells? You recognize them, and they calm you as you walk. As you continue walking, you come to a fork in the road. This can represent a decision you have before you about career, relationships, a move, or even a spiritual awakening. Pause here and observe this fork. There are two paths stretching out before you. Take a moment to sense the energy of each path. What do you notice about them? One might seem well-trodden, while the other appears less traveled. As you stand at this fork, you may feel a sense of uncertainty about which way to go. This is a moment to connect with your inner wisdom, your intuition. Allow yourself to feel which path resonates more deeply within you. There is no right or wrong choice, only the path that aligns with where you are going next on your life's journey. Take a moment and sense what resonates more deeply within you. Trust the subtle nudges, the quiet knowing that arises within you. This feeling is your intuition guiding you. It understands what each road represents for you at this time. Take a moment longer to feel into each path. Notice any images, sensations, or thoughts that come to mind as you focus on each one. Allow your intuition to speak to you without judgment or analysis. Rest in the silence and listen to your intuition. When you feel a sense of clarity, even a subtle inclination about which path to take, acknowledge that feeling. Trust in your inner guidance. Now, gently begin to imagine yourself stepping onto the path that feels right for you. Feel your feet moving forward with intention and trust. Know that this path is leading you to where you are going next in your life's journey. As you walk along this chosen path, carry with you the awareness of your intuition and its ability to guide you. Trust in your inner wisdom as you continue your journey. When you are ready to return to this present moment, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a deep breath, and when you feel fully present, you may gently open your eyes, carrying with you the clarity and trust you found at the fork in the road. When you take a moment and use the guidance of intuition, it will be a direct connection to personal truth and the most authentic path forward. Thanks for being here on Afterlife Conversations. If this has stirred something in you, subscribe, share it, or reach out at johnnybruce.com. I'd love to know what came through for you in your stillness. Until next time, when you find yourself at a fork in the road, trust your inner knowing. Take a moment to pause and reflect, and remember that voice in your head may not always be your own.